Luxury handbag brands are quietly changing and no one is talking about it. Hello everyone, welcome back to another mommy review where I review all things for the love of. If you've been following Coach, Longchamp, or Louis Vuitton lately, you might have noticed something different. The bags feel quieter, the branding's smaller, and the designs are more structured and the colors are softer. Luxury brands are going through a huge shift right now and it's not getting talked about nearly enough. Today we're diving into why Coach, Longchamp, and Louis Vuitton are changing their entire aesthetic and what it means for us, the people actually buying and loving their handbags. We'll look at what's driving this quiet luxury movement, the changes each brand is making, and how this might affect prices, materials, and resale value over the next few years. So grab a coffee and let's get into it. Why luxury is changing. Let's start with the big picture. Over the last few years, we've seen a massive cultural shift in how people think about luxury. Back in the 2010s, luxury meant logos, monogram, metallic, big gold hardware. The louder, the better. But after years of that, consumers started craving the opposite. People want bags that whisper elegance, not scream status. But part of that comes from what's happening in fashion overall, which is quiet luxury. You probably heard that term a lot. It's not just a TikTok trend, it's a real business strategy. After the old money aesthetic took off online, brands realized that subtlety was the best and newest symbol of wealth. Instead of like giant logos, luxury now looks like buttery leather, perfect stitching, and timeless design. Coach, Longchamp, and Louis Vuitton are three brands with very different histories but are adapting to this. Coach, from logo craze to leather luxe. Let's start with Coach because honestly, they've done one of the most successful rebranding in recent memory. If you remember Coach from the early 2000s, it was everywhere. Logo canvas, flashy prints, bright pink C's. It was fun. But it got overexposed. People started seeing Coach as too common, so around 2014 they started to change. They brought in a new creative director and everything shifted. Instead of focusing on trends, their new director doubled down on craftsmanship. The Rogue, Tabby, Willow, and Empire Carryall lines became the new face of Coach. Thick leather, solid structure, and muted tones replaced the logo mania. But what's interesting is that they didn't just copy high-end brands. Coach figured out how to blend accessibility with luxury. You can walk into a store and buy a beautifully made leather bag for under $600, and it's something that actually looks and feels like a $2,000 piece. That's why Coach has been thriving. They understood the new customer, someone who wants quiet luxury without the four-figure price tag. Now we're seeing that shift expand even more. The new Empire Carryall and Tabby lines have almost no visible branding. Even the pillow Tabby is soft, subtle, and logo free. Coach knows that in 2025-2026, less is more sells. Next up is Longchamp. Now, this one's fascinating because their change has been quieter and more incredibly strategic. Most people know Longchamp for their Le Pliage, the classic foldable nylon tote, and it's like so iconic, practical, and loved worldwide. But it's not what most people think of when they hear the word luxury. And I feel like that's changing. In the last few years, Longchamp has been steadily upgrading. Their boxtrap and Roseau collections are using full-grain leathers, sleek shapes, and elevated finishes. The branding, minimal, and the feel, absolutely premium in my opinion. They've leaned into Parisian simplicity that made the brand famous, but updated it for the modern shopper who wants something that feels elegant but effortless. And if you've been in store recently, you'll notice the displays have changed too. More neutral tones, more texture, less emphasis on the foldable totes, and more focus on craftsmanship. And what is the best part? Their prices are still reasonable. You can get a leather Longchamp bag for half of what similar brand charges, and the quality is genuinely impressive. In 2025-2026, Longchamp isn't just the travel bag brand. They are positioning themselves as the smart luxury choice, quiet, confident, and timeless. Last but not least, let's talk about Louis Vuitton. And then there's Louis Vuitton, the name that defines luxury for most people. And for decades, Louis Vuitton built its identity around the monogram canvas. It's one of the most recognizable patterns in the world, but lately something's changing. You can go to any Louis Vuitton boutique today and you notice a shift. Less canvas and more leather. The Capucine, Twist, Lock Me, and Go 14 are leading the charge. These aren't about status, they're about sophistication. Even Louis Vuitton's runway collections are following this direction. More neutral tones, structured shapes, and subtle textures. It's luxury that speaks in details, not logos. Another reason for this, canvas prices have climbed dramatically and consumers have started to question the value. Why pay thousands of dollars for a coat of canvas when brands like Coach or Poland offer full grain leather for less, right? Louis Vuitton is aware of that. By emphasizing leather, they're reinforcing the idea that Louis Vuitton equals craftsmanship, not just branding. And with quiet luxury dominating the market, Louis Vuitton's strategy makes perfect sense. It's about reminding people they're not just buying a logo, they're buying heritage and artistry. Why this shift matters. So what does this all mean for the rest of us? It means we're entering a new era of luxury, one that's more subtle, sustainable, and timeless. We're moving away from trend bags and towards investment pieces. The focus is on quality, material, and longevity. Brands are realizing we want bags that fit into our lives, not just our Instagram feeds. It also means resale value may start to shift. Louder, logo-heavy styles could lose appeal faster, while clean, understated designs hold value longer because they don't date as quickly. And if you're shopping right now, this is a great time to be intentional. Look for craftsmanship, not hype. A well-made bag from Coach or Longchamp could age better and look more timeless than a seasonal monogram drop from a bigger label. So what is the big takeaway? Luxury fashion is in the middle of a quiet revolution. Coach is elevating its craftsmanship, Longchamp is stepping confidently into an everyday luxury space, and Louis Vuitton, the loudest name in the game, is embracing subtlety. Quiet luxury isn't just a passing trend. It's a return to what luxury used to mean: quality, heritage, and lasting design. So next time you're shopping for a bag, maybe skip the big logo. Go for the ones that feel timeless, the ones that will still look amazing 5, 10, or even like 15 years from now, because that's what luxury is all about. Well, that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments. Which brand do you think is handling this quiet luxury shift best? Coach, Longchamp, or Louis Vuitton? Well, thanks for joining me on another mommy review, and I will see you next time. Take care and stay safe, everyone. Bye for now.